Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about my views of what should be expected from the leadership of a country. And at one time, after all, I was considering running for president of the United States. Okay, and some might think, well, what makes you think you're qualified? All right, I'll tell you, our founding fathers said, the person that wants to grow up and be the president is probably not the one that you want to be president. It's the ones that have been forced into that position. I'll tell you, I look at the president of the United States as kind of like a sheriff in some whatever county. If this county, if everything is smooth and the county is great, a lot of jobs, crime is down, and people are prospering and everything is great, you need one kind of a sheriff. If your county is riddled with drug problems, killing, violence, corruption throughout the county, and I mean just downright bad things going on, you're going to need a sheriff that's tough, a president that doesn't mind knocking in a few heads every once in a while, someone that doesn't wimp out under public demands, because the public doesn't know what's going on. They just kind of get the symptoms. They see the symptoms of what's going on. But the sheriff has got to dig in. He's got to get his hands dirty. He's got to get things done. That's the kind of way I see the President of the United States, especially in this time. I mean, we've got problems. Our country is really bad. We don't have any morals, no values. Corruption is just beyond. No sense of right and wrong. And the leadership needs to be strong. It needs to be strong physically, strong emotionally, and capable. It's got to have honor, dignity, and a good sense of right. Willing to take a few bruises to get things done. That's what gave me the idea of, hey, I need to be president of the United States. I want to be in a position where I can get things done, not just talk. And that's what goes on now. There's only a handful of elected officials that are worth a damn, but they can't get nothing done. And I don't care what your talk is, if you can't get anything done, you're worthless. And that doesn't even include the bureaucrats. They see stuff that's wrong and they go right along with it. The system is really screwed up. It needs somebody tough to get in there and do some fixing. And so now I'm going to tell you one of the ideas that I had if I was going to be president. One of the things that I would do to make our international reputation strong, independable. Show we have a sense of honor, not only as individuals, but as a country. one of my books, it's a chapter, one chapter, it's not even one chapter. We're going to talk about one specific part. And what that was Mike, NoStressMike, running for President of the United States. And in about 2005, I wanted to start the process of running for the president. And like many people, they know that our country is in bad shape. And as a matter of fact, I left the country in 03, 04, something like that. And but I thought, well, now it's time for me to come back and make a difference. And I thought, well, the way to make the difference is starting right from the top. And so that's why I thought I was going to run for President of the United States. But one of the obligations of the President of the United States is international affairs. And I'm not really a world traveler, but like I say, my travels, I do travel and on the ground level. So I see many people, I meet a lot of situations, and things are tough. So, but I've figured a lot of stuff out. And so one of the things would be negotiating. I've had to learn to negotiate quite a bit. And I thought, well, I don't think I'm going to negotiate. But I wouldn't be doing it, as President of the United States. I'm a busy guy. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to have a negotiating team. Of course, that's what they already have. And let them work out all kinds of deals. And more than likely, they can work out treaties and, all kinds of cool stuff. They can do all that stuff because they're professionals at that. And then once they get to a point where let's say they get on some negotiating deals, it's just about impossible to get things done. Okay, and then I'm going to review it and see, and if it's really something that's really, really strong, and it's something that this country really, really needs, what I would do, and on a private basis, I would get a hold of the leader of the country that we're having problems with, the dictator or president or whoever it is. And then I would let him know that me and him, we need to sit down and we can work this out. I mean, we're close to a deal. We just need to do it. It's something really important. And what it would be, him and I would sit down at the table with, a couple of advisors with us to help us, understand what we're getting into. And we would work something out. Okay, now, if that doesn't work, I mean, sometimes, open communication just doesn't work. And so then if that doesn't work, what we're going to do is this leader and I, we're concerned about our population. We want the best for the people in our countries. So instead of jeopardizing the safety of any of the people, what we would do is him and I would go out into the country, into the woods. Nobody can see us, and unarmed, and we would go out there and we would discuss the situation. And now you got to remember, we're two honorable men. Both of us are concerned about our countries. So we're going to be in the woods. We're going to talk this over. We're going to come out, and we'll be bloodied up a little bit. And then we'll sit back down at the table, and we'll go on and finish it up. One thing that I've learned is you have to respect people to work things out with. And this is a situation where we could learn to respect each other. I know a lot of people think you got to beat the hell out of somebody, and that's not the case. We've done that when we were kids. You fight, and then you shake hands, and you respect each other. And that's, I'm not saying you got to be good buddies, but you gain respect. And that's what this is all about. I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, well, people aren't going to go along with that. And I say, yeah, you're right, no problem. Okay, the next step would be, that's what I would do privately. Now, if privately this doesn't work, I can't stir up this leader's patriotism and concern for the safety of his country and his people, well, then I would have to go public. And publicly, I would say, you have 48 hours, and what we're going to do is we're going to have like a duel. And we'll figure it out somewhere or another. What kind of weapons? I don't care any kind of weapon there is. And we'll set the duel like a month later, and that'll give us a chance to, get ourselves in shape and ready to go. And it'll be for any kind of weapon. Like I said, we'll figure this weapon stuff out. But it'll be to the fight to the death. So, in other words, we believe in this negotiating deal so much that I would be willing to die for it. I mean, in other words, I'm not going to be just some little dorky negotiating deal. I mean, this is the important stuff now. And it'll be the same thing for him. Okay, now, I know you're saying, well, oh, he won't want to do it. And I said, no problem, no problem. You don't have to do it. You got 48 hours. And then, 49 hours, if you choose not to do anything, respond, or you don't want nothing to do with it, in 49 hours, you're just going to kind of, how do you call it? Self-destruct in your bed in the middle of the night. Bam-o! No more! And then the next in command, I would give him my sympathies, and then maybe we can, sit down at the table and work out something. If not, we can go in the woods. And if not, we can wait 48 hours. And if not, 49 hours. Eventually we'll get to somebody that wants the best for their country. Why? Because we're honorable. Unlike many of the politicians that are in office, they are not honorable people. And the ones that are honorable, which there's just a handful of them, and honorable isn't always enough. Sometimes you have to put action, And if they're so limited and they can't get anything done, I don't care how honorable you are. If you can't get anything done, you're worthless. So, if I'm going to be President of the United States, I will get things done. And I will put my life to tell you, I will represent my people. I'm one of you. Well, like I said before, we're in this mess together. We will need each other. Everybody has to do their part. And as President of the United States, I will do my part. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.